Like I tell you guys all the time in my story times, I like to play. I love to play. Now, do I feel like playing sometimes would get me in trouble? Well, it might. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe. And if you are already subscribed, to become a favorite family member or a favorite goodie, all you gotta do is turn on your post notifications. Why? Because featured goodies, favorite family members, get what? Extra love, extra hugs. And who doesn't love hugs, right? Put somebody at my window, girl. Yeah. So, before we go any further, today's featured goodie goes out to Michael. Michael actually works with me, and he came up to me after I posted my last story time, and he was just like, Shanice, come here, Zach. He was like, and I was just like, what are you doing? But then he was just like, I hope it doesn't creep you out. I just want you to know, like, I had a real bad headache this morning, and after I watched that video, like, the headache was gone. So, like, when I hear stuff like that, it just really, really warms my heart. I'm just so happy that I can entertain you guys and make you guys laugh, cure your headaches, whatever. But yes, thank you, Michael, for watching. Thank you, everybody who is supporting me, who is a part of the good gang. Love you guys. I would not be able to do this without you guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this crazy story time. I know you guys just want to get to it from the title. Like, let's do it. So like I said on my channel numerous times, your girl is a hustler. Okay, I'm always looking for new ways to make money. I didn't know there's a real bad way to preface this video, especially with the title, but hear me out. Okay, so I'm always looking for new ways to make money, and just things that will excite me and like not excite me like that. Oh my god, just things that will kind of like spruce up my life, like bring some excitement to my life, because I'm a go to work, come at home kind of girl, go out like every once in a blue moon kind of girl, right? So for me to have an exciting job like that would be ideal, because I really don't party, I really don't socialize like that. Like, this is my form of socialization. Like, when we in the comments, like, that's lit for me, okay? Now that I've prefaced that and y'all are not judging me, I hope that this is a judgment-free zone. Like, no judgment, okay? Okay. So I remember it was, when was it? I don't remember months exactly, but I feel like it was like around my birthday or like just before my birthday. So maybe, let's say this was about April, between March and May. Somewhere around there is where this began. So I'm chatting with my friend, and she knows that I'm always looking for new ways to make money and stuff like that. And we always joke around about having sugar daddies. I'm just like, girl, I would like to do this, but I'm gonna need me a sugar daddy. So we always joke around about it, right? So she sends me this thing one day, and you know that meme that says, bump this, they're gonna just be a stripper. We joke around about stuff like that because it's funny, like it's just in jest. So one day she sends me this advertisement, and it says, let's give this company a name, Bose. Because I'm wearing Bose today. Bose is looking for girls to be hostesses. Is hostesses a word? Let's try that. Because I know I'm going to be editing this video and be like, girl, I know you did not say some hostesses. Like, where did you go to school? Hostess. Definition. Yeah, it's hostesses. Hostesses. Girl, anyways, this company was looking for people to be hostesses. And I forget what term they used. They did not use the term escort, but they were like looking for girls to play a hostess role, because I can't get that word said right now, and girls for a girlfriend experience. And when I saw that, I'm just like, So we joked around. I was just like, girl, I'm gonna send in my application like just to see what happens because like nobody's taking this seriously. Like we're talking and we're not taking this seriously. Like we're just joking around. And the requirements were, I don't think that you had to send in a CV. You just had to send, I believe, a photo of yourself, and then you had to write up like a short biography about you. So, Chanice, that is redundant. Biography about you. Who else would it be about? And then you just had to write up a short, like a personal statement about you and you know what you like, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, stuff like that. So I did it and I sent it in. Now, around this time, I don't know if you guys know like who I watch on YouTube, but I watch Nikki Glamour. Like I love her story times. I just love everything about her channel. And she was doing this series where she was talking about working at a gentleman's club. And I just always thought like it would be exciting to be like a bottle girl or like a bartender in that kind of an environment. Not a strip club, but like a high-end gentleman's club. Like I just always thought that would be like super exciting for my boring little life, right? So when this came about, I was just like, oh girl, yes. Here Nikki was talking about it, and then here is this opportunity presenting itself. So I'm just like, yes, girl, come on, get my excitement. So I write up my personal statement or whatever, and I email it to them, and I get an email back. Actually, let me pull up the emails so that I'm not misrepresenting anything. So I said, good morning, I'm Chanice X. I found, you guys know my last name, right? Whatever. I'm Chanice. I found your social media page and I'm interested in joining your team in the capacity of a hostess. I was dead wrong for talking about some capacity because these people don't want like somebody that is like something like so educated, like dumb it down a little bit. Okay. I'm a fun-loving, energetic, and bubbly 25-year-old young lady who is very driven with a passion for life. You see what I did? They're talking about some passion. I believe that life is an experience to be enjoyed. I've worked in various positions throughout my career, which will make me a perfect fit as I've learned how to adapt to different personalities in order to give customers the best experience and leave a lasting impression while making it profitable for my company. As a hostess, I understand the importance of taking pride in personal appearance, being well-spoken, and having discretion as it relates to protecting the customers and the company's interests. I'd be happy to set a meeting to discuss more about the company and how I can add value at a mutually convenient time. Thank you for your time and have a great day. Okay, so that's what I said about to introduce myself. So they responded, oh, I was right. It was around my birthday. It was actually in May. So this was like 10 days before my birthday. So they responded and they basically told me, thank you for contacting us. Somebody will be in contact very, very soon to set her an interview, whatever. So I said, thank you for responding, whatever. And then they sent me attachments, job descriptions. And they said, in light of the nature of the business, we want you to know what you're getting into. So they sent me a description for the hostess, and then they sent me a description for the escort. Now I do not know. Let's see what the escort said. Girl, I hope that, yes, it says escort services. But you see how they have it worded is that they are selling it as a girlfriend experience, as a tour guided companion, and a dinner and event companion. So that's how they have the escort. That's how they have the escort advertised. Like I tell you guys all the time in my story times, I like to play. I love to play. Now, do I feel like playing sometimes would get me in trouble? It might, but I know when to stop, okay? So I seen this, and the escort part of it had that you need to have screenings done. And I'm just like, whoo, this just got real. So I'm just like, okay, let me just stick to my little hostess my little hostess gig because I'm just trying to be cute. I just trying to do like a little bottle service girl type thing. Like that's what I'm trying to be on. I don't know what y'all got going on over there, but keep y'all Jezebelness to yourself. I'm not trying to be on that. No. So fast forward about 2 weeks or so, we set up an interview. I remember I was off from my job, the way that I earn an honest living. I mean, I guess that escorting is an honest living as well, but you know what? No judgment. No judgment. And I wanted to give them the full experience, like how I get dressed up and like I'm so extra. Like I did all that. I even put on a red dress to let these people know, like, hey, even though I'm not willing to be in your company in capacity of a girlfriend experience type of vibe, your customers are going to love me, okay? Like, I am an experience in itself. So I got all dolled up. I did my hair, did my makeup. I put on some long lashes. Not that I said that. Let me not go off on a tangent, but I mean, I ordered these lashes, and this is what they look like. Look at how long these things are. That's crazy. I don't know how these people talking about some 25mm lashes. Like, that is sick. The ones that I have on right now are 17, and I just can't get these where I cut them to fit my eye, but they're just too long. I think it's the style of these though, because anyways, so I got all dressed up and stuff, and they said the interview time was late in the morning. So I went to the interview, and it was in a public place. It was in this building that is in town. And when I got there, I remember I called them because I went to enter like one place, but then it was like you had to enter around the other place. So this security guy came to the door, and I was like, well, I'm going to Bowles for an interview. Like, can you direct me? And when he opened the door, like I said, it's a public building, but it was Saturday, so like nobody was really there. So he opens the door, and I go in. And before I go any further, I just want you guys to know, I let people know that I was going out. I think I did tell my uncle and my mom like exactly where the place was, so like if anything happened, they would know. And I did tell my friend who was on this journey with me. Now at this point, I think she had dropped out, or she had scheduled a time, but it was not that she couldn't make it or something like that. But at this point, she was not on this journey anymore. She was just living vicariously through me, which is fine because I'm here for the foolishness till a certain point. So he opens the door, and I'm following him, and I just remember like it's just silent, and it's kind of creepy because he's directing me to this place. I don't know this building like that, so I'm just walking behind him like, oh, like if something happens, like what am I going to do? I don't think I had a weapon. I think I had something. I think I took big on, I really honestly feel like it took big on with me. I feel like I had big on in my bag. I just feel like I had some kind of spray, because I didn't have pepper spray at that moment, but I had some kind of spray in my bag. I just remember putting it in there and being like, Shanice, you're very ridiculous for doing this, but this is very, very necessary because you do not know what you're getting into. Okay, so I sit down now, and it's just me. Like, the door is closed, and he tells me, okay, an interview is going on right now, so, just sit here and wait. And it's just me sitting in the waiting room. And then the door cracks open. So the door cracks open, and this girl comes out. She's not dressed like me. She just looks very, very basic, to say the least. Like, when I'm going on an interview, like, I want you to know, like, hey, like, this is what I'm going to look like on a daily basis. Like, I take care of myself. Like, and I would just imagine, if you're thinking to work in a gentleman's club, like, men are visual. Like, you want to be a spectacle, right? But clearly this girl did not think that. She just had her hair like thrown up in one. I think she was wearing like dark colors or like dull colors. Like, she was just not with the shit. So she went on her merry way, and I'm just sitting there with my little bag like and then this guy comes out. Oh no. I think, what happened? Somebody just basically told me that I could go in the room. So in the room, it's just this large room, and there are two people. Let's name these people. Eric and Tandy. So They got up to greet me. I said, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Chanice. Shit, boom. So I sit down and they're just asking me, you know, like to tell me a little bit, to tell them a little bit more about myself. I said, basically, I repeated what I typed in the email. I hate when interviewers do that because it's like, yo, I just said this, but I'll play. So I said that to them. I sold my personality to them, which is very easy for me to do because I mean, I am me. So we got to chatting and stuff, and I remember Tandy asked me, she said, how do I feel about my sexuality? And I'm just like, well, I'm not hopping into bed with any and everybody if that's what you mean. I don't know if this content is I don't know if this content is okay for my channel. I know that y'all are not accustomed to seeing me in this light, but I mean, like, this was just an experience I have to talk about. So I said that to her, and she was like, yeah, but I mean, I think she was just asking me about, I don't know what the heck she was asking me, but I just remember saying that to her. I'm not hopping into bed with any and everybody if that's what you mean. Like, if you try to pay me to have sex with people, like, actually, let me stop saying that word because demonetization. You're not gonna pay me to color it with anybody, right? Like that was not gonna happen, right? But I'm just here for the experience because I need content for my channel, and we were talking some more, and Eric, is that what I call him? Eric, he asked me. He said, "I see that you applied for the hostess position, but would you be open to trying the escorting aspect of the business? Because we see you're a very, very attractive lady. We just want to know, like, how open-minded are you?" I said to them, well, you know what? I'm very, very open-minded. I feel as though being open-minded is basically just, you're not going to grow or develop in life if you're not open-minded. So I said that to them, but I said, well, you know what? I really have my heart set on the hostess position because I have experience with that. So that's the line that I want to stick on. But if an opportunity presents itself in the future, I may consider it. I don't know what you guys are thinking. Girl, you want to consider it. But like I said, I like to play, and I wanted this hostess job. So if I had to sell them a dream, the dream was being sold. In this interview, she asked me, because I was just trying to get a feel of, is it going to be like a desk hostess? Because when you go to restaurants, there are hostesses at the entrance of the restaurant, and they ask you for your name, and then they just point you to your table. I was trying to figure out if it's going to be something like that, or if it's going to be like a hostess who kind of mingles, like who goes through the crowd and who works the crowd, who talks with the guests and stuff like that. I was trying to figure out, like, so he said to me, yes, it will be more like a mingling kind of situation. Like, you would serve drinks, and it's basically like a bottle girl kind of thing. So then they were asking me, like, how comfortable I am with my body and stuff. I was just like, well, I'm very, very comfortable with my body. I know what works for me. I know what doesn't. So it's just that simple. And then she asked me how I feel about wearing like swimsuits and bikinis. I said, well, being my body type, I know what would look good on me and stuff. I reiterated that, but that's about it. They just want to know how comfortable I was with being like half naked. I'm not. My body's a temple for Jesus and my husband, okay? So they're still trying to get a feel of who I am and how I handle situations, and they asked me, how would I deal with a guest touching me inappropriately? So I said to her, well, I can tell you how I've dealt with it in the past, because some of you may think that this is not inappropriate, but I feel as though if you invade my personal space without my permission, like, that's redundant again, girl. What is wrong with you? Invade permission? Like, come on. If you come into my personal space without my permission, I feel as though that is basically touching me inappropriately. If you touch me without my permission, that's inappropriate for me. So I told her I'd tell you how I dealt with it. So I remember one day I was at work and I was about to go to a cocktail party, and I was waiting on my colleague. I can't remember if I told this story on here before, but you guys will get it again. Anyways, I'm waiting on my colleague, and this old scumbag, like this old skeezer, oh my gosh, ugh. He comes up to me and he's just like, "Oh, are you new here though?" I'm just like, "Yeah, I work at da 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 da." And he goes, "So how come you're not wearing any diamonds? If that's what you're selling, how come you're not wearing any diamonds, any of their pieces?" I was like, So then he goes, I remember distinctly, I was wearing a Pandora necklace, right? And he goes, "Well, you can't be selling your stuff and be wearing things like this." And that's how he grabbed the necklace and touches it like that. Like, you could grab the necklace like that, but he went like this. So all this, I'm saying it to them, and I'm basically explaining it just like how I'm explaining it to you guys, to show them like how he touched me. And then he asked me, "What if a guest wants to know, something? Or what if a guest something?" So I said to him, "Well, I would hope that they wouldn't touch me like that." Now, when I said that, I laughed. I made a joke of it because at this point, it's still innocent. Like, you touch my chest, but like, I'm not at the point where I have to punch you yet. So like, we're gonna still play a little bit, but I'm setting you a warning. So I said to her, I'd make a joke of it. I'd make a joke of it and let them know, you know what? I'm not into this. Like, don't touch me like that. Respect my boundaries. But like, I'm not gonna be like rah and stuff like that. But I'm gonna let you know. Mm-hmm. So the interview comes to an end, and they seem very, very impressed with me. I get her, I shake their hands because, girl, I'm just friendly. Like, I like to talk to people and stuff. Like, it's whatever. These people like me, I like them. It's whatever. So I go home, and I think about like a week or 2 weeks pass, and then I get an email saying, "You've been one of the lucky ladies who have been selected to go forward to the next level, and we want to do a second interview." Oh, hi, babies. Oh, it's 2 dogs. I've never seen them out here before. "You've been selected to go to the next level, so bring your high heels, bring your swimsuit, and come and strut your stuff and show us what you got." Now, when they said that, I'm just like, alright. Now, I know that you guys said bottle service kind of girl and swimsuit, heels, alright. But then what got me was, "Thank you so much for your interest in bows. You are among the lucky ladies who have been selected for an interview. Interviews will be held at a private location in Transportation will be provided via shuttle. The meeting point is in a car park next to X location. The transportation is going to leave at this time sharp. Latecomers will not be tolerated. Please bring your heels and your best fitting bikini or bathing suit. Show us you have what it takes to be a part of the team." No. I was like, private location? So you want me to drive to this place, get into a vehicle with God knows who, because I only met the 2 of you. Other girls gonna be going, but I don't know anybody else. And go to a secret location. You're not gonna tell me where the secret location is, but you want me to go to this secret location with y'all? I don't know y'all, and I have no escape plan. Are you crazy? And I'm just thinking to myself, what in the hell? Now, the time that they had set, it would have been impossible for me to get there for that time because I don't finish work that early. And even if I finished work like earlier than that time, the commute from work to that place would have been like probably at least 45 minutes. So I would have gotten there late, so I would not have been able to make it. So in response to this email that they sent me, I said, "Hey, can someone please give me a call at XXX, which is my number?" So they never responded to me. And I think months passed. And that was it. Like, I did not hear anything from them. They were following me online, so they know that I create content and stuff like that. I should probably block them so that they don't see this in this video, but whatever. So fast forward now, a couple months after, Eric reaches out to me and he says to me, "Hi Chanice, we're starting back the program. I just wanted to know if it's something that you're still interested in." Now, like I told you guys, I like to play. So let's play. Batter up. So I said, absolutely, it is something that I'd still be interested in. So he said, to cut down on time, like, just, send me a message at this number and let's chop it up. Basically, he wants to see how best we could work together. I cannot remember. Let's see. Yes, I said, what's the procedure? And he said, please reach out to me on WhatsApp. It'll be a better way to communicate. So I did that, and he's telling me basically no, it's no longer, well, not that it's no longer, that he's deciding not to open a club, and he wants to see how best we can partner to work together. Now, when he string those couple of words together, I'm just thinking, well, does he want me to, like, manage the club, like, partner and work together? Like, what are you hoping for? Because no, you've taken me out of the realm of escorting and hosting. So those things are not in my mind, because the way he's speaking, it does not seem as though like that's what he wants me for right now. So I played. And he was basically asking me to meet up at this place, which I guess was the secret location. And then we could discuss it from there. So I went, and did I tell someone where I was going? I did, because I asked my friend to go with me, and she was like, nah, that's not my speed. She doesn't really like strip clubs, right? Because he was opening a strip club. So I went, and I wanted to hear what he had to say, because after he ghosted me, I had already made up in my mind that I was going to do the story time, so I just wanted to follow through for you guys. So I get there, and he's basically showing me around. It's this little tiny place. I guess is cute for a startup business. I don't know. And he's basically showing me around. He introduced me to some of the girls. He said, well, this is the main dance area here, and then this is the private room. No, the private room is a smaller room than the main dance area with a curtain across the doorway. But do you, boo-boo? Do you? You got to start somewhere. Heck, I started on an iPad with YouTube. Here I am. We made it. So I just remember when I went into that, well, when he pulled back the curtain to show me the private room, there was like this tissue dispenser and like a tissue thrown on the ground. And I just thinking, oh my God, somebody done skeeted in that thing. Oh my God, this is disgusting. Ugh. So he showed me around, and then he invited me to sit, and he was telling me, well, I know that you do videos online and stuff, and I wanted to know like, if we could work together so that you could produce some videos for me. So no, I'm just taken completely aback, because I'm not thinking anything like this, because the last time we were talking, he was talking about what if you get into the escorting business in the future and stuff like that, and I'm just like, so I basically gave him like some ideas, and we talked about it, because I was just like, well, maybe I can do this. Because your girl's a hustler, your girl always looking for new ways to make money. So he shows me around, and then he takes me outside to show me like all of what he wants like in the video and stuff. And I'm telling him ideas about how it could be, most enticing by doing the minimum. And we agree on a day. We agreed to do, I think it was the next day or like the next week. Yeah, the next day, because I had that day off as well. So he told me that he would get his girls together, at least one girl or whatever. So fast forward to the next day, I remember I was vlogging this day, and I went to get my nails done, and I had packed everything in the car. I would, if I still have the footage, I would put it in. But I packed everything in the car, all my equipment, everything. I went to my nail appointment, and then he messaged me to say, could we meet at another time? And I'm just like, I'm sorry, you said to me today at this time, so what are you now talking about this other time? Like, that's one thing about me. Like, when it comes to business, like, and you play with my time, like, I do not play. Like, I have no tolerance for it. And then he was like, yeah, I'm sorry, but like, the girls, I told you that the girls gonna be sleeping. So I was just like, whatever. So I'm like, you know what? We're gonna have to reschedule. I don't have any time soon to do this, so I will let you know when I'm available. So I get home and I'm talking to my uncle, and I have, well, let's just call them two uncles. It's my uncle and his friend who I've adopted as my uncle, and he's basically adopted me as his niece. So like, the two of them, we were talking, and I said to him, you know, I went to a strip club the other night. This was his response. What? Yo, I am 26 years old, and he could not believe that I went to a strip club. So I told him about it, and I told him the entire situation, and he was like, Shanice, I did not come to town yesterday. This place is not no new place. It might be a new owner, but this is not no new place. Like, I know about all the old whores that's be up in there. And if you give me some time, I'm pretty sure I can find out some information about this Eric character. So they basically tell me, you know what? From what you said to me, they know, Eric and his team knows that you are not for the foolishness. So which is now why he's trying to bring you onto his team as a videographer, because he still is trying to get you wrapped up into the game. So you're going to be doing some videography, and then next thing you know, you're going to be in a room with your clothes off in some compromising position, like you blacked out or something like that. So just leave it out, because they could easily take advantage of you. So I adhered. I took his advice, and I just absolutely left it alone, because I was just like, you know what, this like manipulation like is, sometimes you don't see it coming, and people are master manipulators. Some people are very, very good at manipulation. So you know what, just let me leave this out, because how is it all of a sudden now that you're looking for videography when you was just talking to me about some posting and escorting? Like, what are you doing? You just all over the place, like. So I left it alone. He reached out to me. After that, he said, hey, Shanice, I just wanted to follow up. I said, sorry, but my schedule is just very, very hectic. I'm not going to be able to help you with your project, but I do wish you the best of luck. Now, he responded. He was like, okay, thank you. And then on Christmas Day, because this happened last year, on Christmas Day, he messages me and he goes, hi, Shanice, Merry Christmas, or Merry Christmas, Shanice. And I left him on red, because I ain't with the foolishness. My uncle warned me about you guys. So that was my story time about how I almost got into the companionship escorting business. And I just want to tell you guys, you know, with all this, well, I don't know if it's as heavy now, but with all these sex trafficking thing that was going on and all of that, like, just be very, very careful. Like I told you guys, every time I went anywhere regarding this business, somebody knew where I was going. So it was not that I left home and like absolutely nobody knew where I was. When you're leaving home and you're going to this place, just tell people, hey, this is who I'm going with. Send the person's contact information, and if you can, when you get to the location, send somebody your current location. So if anything ever happens, somebody knows where you went, where you left home to go. So just be very, very careful about that. That was my story on how I almost became an escort and got wrapped up into the dark side. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Check out some more videos right there. Check out my last upload right here. Subscribe to me by clicking my face, and I will definitely see you guys in the next one. Remember to be completely you. Don't do anything strange for some change, and love yourself. Bye guys.